Dr. Knag. So now, detail number 2,
Yeah.
which is actually the vertical section of our facade.
Yeah.
We see the connection to the load-bearing wall
Yeah.
and the top part of our facade system.
Yes, so we need to shift it. And again, I'm going to draw this. And this is
The 1 to 5, 1 to 2 scale.
top. And we wanted to name it detail top 2. And give it the name D2. And when I'm going to draw it,
You always start with the facade profile.
I always start with the facade profile. I give it a certain setting as we are used to it. Yeah, I'm going to do the dimension
Of course, please.
as you want it. Then there's, say, the rubber part. Then there's the glass, which finds its position in here with the rubber part as well. We may have also the rubber part here.
Yeah.
Zzz.
And now only the tricky part comes, no? Maybe you draw first the concrete.
So, no. First I draw the whole system.
Yeah, but without already the second piece of glass.
And now the concrete is supposed to somewhere be 45 degree
Yeah.
here. And
Yeah.
and
Reinforced concrete, and I would already add the tolerances, so a dashed line which indicates the 25 millimeter in and outwards combined to indicate where we want the facade or the concrete edge to be and where it might actually be in real life.
yes, absolute. And for that, for example, if I start at the inner side, we're going to have some kind of folded metal,
Yeah.
which is fixed to the aluminum system, and
Yeah.
then we seal it with silicone here.
Me personally, I would always make these two elements that they can slide into each other in order to accompany different tolerances. But it's a discussion with later with the contractor.
This is an opportunity as well.
Sometimes
So
like something
this,
like that,
something
precisely.
and then they can actually slide.
So because the concrete element can vary over the lengths.
I understand your point. Then we're going to have some kind of metal, and I assume it's going to be flash to the main facade system.
That's what we've discussed with the architect.
That's what you discussed with the architect, and then the metal needs to be somehow fixed to this as well.
Yeah.
And then the question is, how do we keep this in position? System suppliers normally end up with a kind of connector piece which they add in here.
It's a plastic profile.
This system is a plastic profile. It's somehow stiffened as a system with some
In sort of plastic.
plastic.
Or-
And then this plastic
Because it has to be
actually-
insulated, sort of.
this say spacer
Yeah.
fix the metal, the sheet metal, which is giving the
Yeah.
outer surface, and it also takes the sealant against an outside. So water tightness happening here, the plastic piece, and happening here with the whole aluminum piece, and then happening
Yeah.
here.
And the facade contractor later on orders these coupling elements according to the width of the insulating glass units.
And then we also need to say there's the insulation, which is in
Yeah.
here. And it in this sample, we just
Hard insulation.
as a hard insulation.
Zigzag is a hard insulation. If it's the curvy, wavy line, it will be a soft insulation.
Exactly. This is the detail.
Yeah.
And as usual, I'm trying to draw this also three-dimensional so that we can really see the setting. And I start with the metal as a piece. I assume the cover cap somewhere is here. Getting cover cap down here as well. So that's the cover cap. Now I'm getting into the section cover cap, which means the aluminium somewhere is here. Which brings me to the insulated glass, which then may be somewhere here.
Yep.
And then we see the concrete. We see also the metal, as discussed here. We see the insulation in between. yes, there's this, say, plastic piece to be
Yeah.
added in here,
So it's a block.
a block, and then, say, the metal facade may continue here, and we may see another line at the back. Then the concrete.
Yeah, that would be already the corner detail.
Yeah,
In the positioning of our drawing, it's in the middle of it, but that would be a corner detail.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is the detail here to make it clear.
Yeah.
Also added it in.
Good, perfect.
And that's the detail.